I guess the mystery behind Cypher was finally solved. Episode 4 of season 2 for Gen V just dropped. Nothing's been confirmed, but I think we finally got some answers. Spoilers if you aren't up to date. Emma is the only one giving Kate the energy she deserves. I get that they're in the bind, but every chance that Kate is tested, she betrays them. Even when there wasn't pressure from an institution. I feel like their memory is short because everyone was friends with Kate at one point, especially Jordan. I'm also really digging what they're doing with her powers. In the ways that she is learning how to control her powers without utilizing her eating disorder or self-deprecation, starting to bleed into Marie's storyline and maybe even Kate's. Limitations that we see on all three of these women could be psychological. And them working through their trauma will ultimately help them use their powers and make them all OP. Marie is already learning how to use her blood, magic, whatever, without using her hands, and maybe the same will be done for Kate. Either way, I'm loving Emma and her discovery and just her teaching these poor little white girls how to be activists. I'm pretty sure that this is Godolkin right here. He's been using Cypher as an avatar. It explains why Cypher's had no fear while he's around all the other students. Not just because he has the power to control them, but because, Godolkin, who's controlling Cypher, is never truly in danger. They're not actually around him. I think that Godolkin is grooming Marie to become his new avatar. Perhaps for that to actually work, Marie has to have full control of her powers. I'm not gonna hold you, it may be a little sad. I thought secretly Cypher may be, part of the resistance group. Especially since his class just seemed like an exaggerated version of the Danger Room from X-Men. I think I really just got attached to him because he's been so mean to Kate, which I felt like was desperately needed. Kate has to be humbled every second she gets. She out here touching people. Anyway, I'm very interested to see how the group is going to overcome this man because he's a little bit too powerful. I think the most interesting thing about this fight, besides the reveal of Cypher's power, was the way that they explored the politics and overall power of Vought when it comes to the media. It took 2 seconds for them to villainize Jordan. While some of the stories were a bit heavy-handed, like old girl crying about Jordan being a man in the bathroom, I think the way that they're commodifying these two non-male people of color is interesting. Par for the course for anything set in America. Very interested to see how Jordan's going to react to Marie kicking their ass. I'm sure Jordan understands that it wasn't Marie's fault and she was just defending herself, but I'm also sure that Jordan won't be able to shake the feeling of having Marie control their body. Because let's be clear, Cypher's goal was for Marie to kill Jordan in that ring. He was hoping that Jordan exploded. We're gonna see that fall out next week. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and give this episode 4.5 out of 5 Frankie Flames.